Is Medicare something on the horizon for you? Looking for more information? Today we are going to learn how you can get your questions answered. Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm Tracy Stoll, a realtor with Confident Choices Realty Group, an affiliate of Fathom Realty. And this is another thing that makes Greensboro great. With us today is Jeff Shell from the Health Insurance Shop, North Carolina. He's going to tell us more about planning for and managing Medicare. Thank you for joining us today, Jeff.
Tracy, thanks so much for having me today, and thanks for tuning in. It's great to be here, and I'm glad you came out to Revolution Mill to visit with us today.
It's such a fabulous place, and I think it's like the little hidden gem that not everybody knows about. So that we might talk about that a little bit later too.
That sounds great.
So tell me what kind of products you offer, Jeff.
So we primarily are insurance brokers that specialize in Medicare. Okay, so we don't really do group healthcare insurance, but more individual healthcare plans. So in addition to Medicare, we also help folks with under 65 insurance, people that don't have employer or union coverage, as well as hospital indemnity plans, dental, vision, hearing, cancer, heart attack, and stroke. But Medicare is really our forte. We like to say that we help make Medicare options simple for people.
And you do. You helped my mother tremendously, and that's why we're here today, so I could talk to you
Well,
because you
that's
did such a
great.
great job.
Your mom's a gem too.
Thank you. So what drew you to the industry?
Well, you know, I've always been in an industry that I try to help people get the best value out of a product or service, and I'm a social animal, so this just made a whole lot of sense. I spent probably a good portion of my career in the healthcare industry. I sold vascular access products to help people treat chronic and acute kidney failure, end-stage renal disease. So I was in and out of hospitals all over North Carolina, interventional radiology suites, operating rooms, and things like that. And I just felt like that the medical industry and having that knowledge would benefit me in the healthcare insurance business, and it really has.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has. So what surprised you most about the healthcare insurance business?
You know, the thing that has surprised me the most is the fact that people are scared to ask questions.
Oh, absolutely.
And, you know, their health care is the most important, one of the most important decisions that they can make in their life. You know, there's no dumb questions when it comes to Medicare because it can be fairly simple for some people, but it can be very complex for others.
I always say the only stupid question is the one you already know the answer to. If you don't know the answer, it's not a stupid question.
Right. Well, you know, Tracy, what we try to do is we educate, we advocate, and we enroll. Mm-hmm. And really kind of what I mean by that is we try to educate people in the very beginning so they understand and have a good foundation and some of the basic understanding for Medicare. And that just helps them to be able to make smart and informed decisions. Right. We advocate because we represent all the companies out there equally, and so we're not incentivized to sell one program over another or push one program. What we're trying to do is find the best value plans for each and every individual. One shoe doesn't fit everybody's foot.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, and then finally, educate, advocate, and then we enroll. And when we talk about enrollment, we talk about not only individual healthcare plans, but with the pandemic, the Social Security offices have been closed. So, that's where people go to actually enroll in Medicare, or they do it through an 800 number. So we've probably helped 100 people, or over 100 people, over the last 10 months just to enroll in original Medicare. In addition to that, we help people apply for extra help for their prescription medications, and we help them apply for Medicaid if we feel like that they're also eligible. So there's a lot of service that goes along with what we do.
And I know from personal experience, my mother really had no idea how Medicare worked, none. And you were able to go through and explain what she had, what you had that might be better for her, and saved her a bunch of money. And that's, and she's living on Social Security. So,
right.
Even a few dollars a month makes a huge difference, and you saved her quite a bit. So we appreciate that.
Hey, and your mom is an intelligent lady, and she's a little more experienced with Medicare than other people. So I'm so glad I could
Absolutely.
simplify things a little bit.
So what would you say that people love most about the service that you provide?
You know, Tracy, I think it's really the people. I think that they get a sense whenever they come into the office here that it's warm and inviting, and I really think that they feel and get the sense that we're here to help them. We have fun with what we do, and it's an important decision for people. So we take it very seriously, and we're very proud to be able to represent all the companies out there. Fun fact for you, okay? There are over 60 Medigap or Medicare supplement plans in North Carolina to choose from. And each one of those plans has a benefit schedule from A to N, okay? A little complex right there.
Right.
Well, in addition to that, there's 31 different prescription drug plans just in Guilford County alone, and 34 different Medicare Advantage plans.
Oh my goodness.
So for a lot of people, it can be overwhelming. You know, we don't charge for our services. So I say, you know, two heads are always better than one.
Sure. And it's kind of like what I like to do. I consider myself a trusted advisor in real estate.
Sure.
I mean, I want people to feel that, you know, they can ask me whatever question they want to know about real estate, and I'm here to help them. And that's definitely the feeling we got when we came here, that you were here to help my mother. Whether she bought insurance from you or she didn't buy insurance from you, that was not your primary concern. Your primary concern was to help her understand what it was she had and what she might be able to have that was different.
So I'm glad you got that feeling.
Yeah, and that's exactly, you know, and so it was wonderful.
So it worked.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, are you originally from Greensboro?
No, actually, I was born and raised in Hickory, up sort of in the Piedmont, a little west of here towards the mountains, and it used to be the furniture and hosiery capital of the world, and of course things have changed quite a bit since then.
Yeah, yeah. So, what brought you to Greensboro?
My wife and her family. So I met my wife. She and I were both in the same industry together, and we were living in Charlotte. We were in the women's apparel business, and we traveled 4 states. And both of our children were born in Charlotte, but we moved here back in 2000 because my wife's parents were getting a little bit older. She was born and raised here. And so my son was 4 years old and my daughter was 2. We packed up and moved to Greensboro, and it's just been wonderful. We've been able to be here, help Christy's parents. Her father passed away about 10 years ago. Her mom's 94.
Oh wow, there you go.
Still lives by herself, and is just an amazing lady.
So what drew you to Revolution Mill? It's a really groovy place. But.
Oh, it absolutely is. So whenever I was looking for agencies to join, I interviewed with quite a number of people, and I think I was probably interviewing them more than they were interviewing me. And it's just when I walked in and met Martha and Chuck Euler, they were just warm and welcoming, and wanted to help me in just to understand the business. And one of the things that they always emphasize with me is, as long as your heart is in the right place, then you're going to do good in this industry. And that's so true.
Absolutely. So tell me, I know there's fabulous restaurants here. Are there some here that you really like, or other ones that you'd like to recommend in Greensboro?
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, so we have 2 restaurants out here at Revolution Mill. Cugino Forno Pizzeria.
Which is just like right there.
is right outside the door. And they have the freshest ingredients. Their pizza ovens actually were imported from Italy.
Oh, wow.
And they will cook a large pizza in 6 minutes flat. It's crispy on the bottom and chunk full of just a lot of fresh ingredients. And then out back is Cow. It's spelled K-A-U. I understand it is Australian for bull or something along those lines. But it's a restaurant bar, and they have some of the best steaks and fresh seafood that you can imagine. They also sell, sandwiches and salads and things like that. But it's a great atmosphere. There's outside seating. we love it having those two places here close to us.
Right. So why do you think it's important for people to shop local?
Tracy, you know yourself, and particularly during the pandemic that we've been in, people, despite the fact that we have all the technology out there and the 800 numbers and that kind of thing, there's a lot to be said for personal service.
Absolutely.
We get to know our clients, they get to know us, and when they call, we're here. They're not just talking to another 800 number or another person on the end of the phone line. We understand what their needs are, and we empathize with where they are in life. If they're having difficulties, we're here to help them.
Absolutely. So is there anything exciting and new that you think that people out there would like to know about?
Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. So for Medicare patients, one thing that is new for 2000 is an insulin savings program. And so you want to make sure that if you're diabetic and you're taking insulins, that you're on a program that has a flat rate for insulins at $35.
Oh, wow.
And that goes all the way through the coverage gap or the donut hole, which is part of the prescription drug phases that you get into. So that's one particular thing that can save people, hundreds if not thousands of dollars,
yes,
during the year. But not every plan out there participated in it this year. So, if you don't have a plan right now that is participating in that insulin savings program, then you might want to give us a call. The other thing is we have a chronic special needs plan just in Guilford County. It's one of a kind in North Carolina, and that in particular is for people with diabetes and congestive heart failure. So if you have diabetes and congestive heart failure, you have to qualify to be on the plan, but it can actually save you a lot of money on copays, on hospital stays. It's a higher level of coordinated care between your specialists. And so give us a call for that one too. And I guess the final thing is, and one thing that happened last year that we're really proud of, is that we were chosen by the Triad Healthcare Network, which is an accountable care organization that the hospitals, the Cone Facility hospitals, doctors are all part of in 4 counties: Guilford, Alamance, Rockingham, and Randolph counties. And so we're their preferred, go-to provider for insurance, and I think it's because we're unbiased and going back to we educate, advocate, and enroll.
Right.
So
perfect. Well, how can customers get a hold of you if they would like some more information about what you have to offer?
That is a great question, and I just happen to have this handy dandy clipboard here with our contact information on it.
And if you check out the video, I will make sure the contact information link is in there as well. So, great.
Very good.
So, well, thank you again, Jeff, for being with us today and telling us about another thing that makes Greensboro great. You can check out the Health Insurance Shop NC at healthinsuranceshopnc.com, correct?
That's correct. healthinsuranceshopnc.com. Very good. Way to go.
So, thank you again for watching. I'm Tracy Stoll, Realtor with Confident Choices Realty Group, an affiliate of Fathom Realty. Be sure to check out our community website at parkbench.com/battleground. If you have a business that you would like to see featured on our website, or you have one that you would like to be featured on our website, give me a call at 336-281-9988. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Remember to shop local.